Very frequently asked question that we have in deep learning or in machine learning is what is sigmoid function. Now, people who are just aware of machine learning, they usually do not get the idea why sigmoid function question can be important for a long term too. That means till the deep learning domain. In the deep learning, we have activation function. Sigmoid is one of the most important activation function that we have there. Now, if you don't understand activation function, it's okay, but it is something that activate neurons for the calculation. That is the generic level idea, but a lot of thing goes on in that. There's a proper equation and everything, but I will not go in the weight and all those things right now. But I just want to let you know, sigmoid is used in logistic regression in machine learning in the regression family. Second, it is used as an activation function in the neurons in the last layer, in the output layer, when we talk about neural networks in deep learning. That is the first part. These are the two things that where it is used. Now, what is sigmoid function? As it's an activation function when we talk about deep learning, and it is basically a logistic regression, and it stands like this: so 1 by 1 plus e to the power z, and z is the function, main function here, and you use this formula to find out to which class a particular thing belongs to. Basically, we have two answers, 1 and 0. So if a value is, you can see the threshold here is 0.5. If the value crosses the threshold of 0.5, that means if it is anything above the 0.5 mark, it will be considered as 1. No middle value will be there. And if anything is till 0.5 or below it, it will be directly goes to the 0. That means a very straightforward thing is it's an S curve which decide the value is 0 or 1, and it depends on the threshold that we have at the center, which is 0.5. Okay, a very simple answer that you can give. Now, how it really works: when the value comes into the picture, it calculates the value, and the output is above 0.5, it goes for 1. Okay, so it's a binary classification. That is one thing that you need to mention. It's a binary classification, plus it can it be used, the logistic regression can be used for more than binary classification. Yes, there is a way. A very simple one to rest method is there, where you can have one class and all the other class remain in the same other direction. Means if we have three classes, we have one first class this and second class these two combined. Okay, then we do the same process for these two classes, and we can have n number of classes and can repeat the same process. It's a slow, but at least there is a way of doing it. So repeating my main points in very simple fashion: what is sigmoid function? It is an, again, in machine learning, it's logistic regression. Use sigmoid function at the backend. The formula is 1 by 1 plus e to the power minus z. It is a binary classification. It goes for 0 to 1. The threshold value is 0.5. If anything is above 0.5, it goes to 1 and the output is 1. And if anything is equal to 0.5 or below, it goes to 0. It is also used as an activation function in the deep learning neural networks. Okay, and where it is basically used in the output layer when we have something binary called binary output. So when you have just two classes in the output, only two classes are there, we use sigmoid function there because it's a binary classification. So it is going to give the two output only. Okay, can we use logistic regression for more than two classes? Not logistic regression, but there is a way, one to rest method in logistic regression, which can be used. So same binary classification can be used. Say we have 3 to 4 classes. So we pick one class and now the rest remaining class is the rest. We classify between these two. Then again, it's a repeat in the for the remaining 3 classes. So one is taken and two are the rest. It is done classification between these two, and it again repeat. This process is repeated till all the classification is done. I hope it gave you a clear picture how logistic regression works. So you may remember this in a simple chain. If deep learning is not clear to you, if clear that part is clear, then I hope it is very much clear to you. If the deep learning part is not clear, please do not focus on that. We will start the proper deep learning part. We will discuss that. Okay, that will be all for the basic sigmoid understanding. Now, one thing that people also add to this question, guys, when we talk about sigmoid, it obviously reach to logistic regression. When we reach logistic regression, another question that usually get fired, and what people don't realize, that it's a name is regression, right? Regression is continuous value, and but the output of logistic regression is discrete. So they do ask that it is giving 0 and 1 discrete output, and it's a regression family. So what is going on there? So basically, yes, it belongs to a regression family, but the output is in 0 and 1 fashion, and it is a binary classification only. It does not work in the regression part. Do not get confused with the regression word that is attached to it, okay? Because it uses a line, a S curve in this. That is why it is a regression family group, but it used for only classification. Okay, I hope that clears to you. So again, sigmoid function, it is used in an attribution function, it is used in logistic regression, 1 by y, 1 plus e to the power z, and so on. I hope the logic and the explanation is clear to you.